Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we have...
Kyle McIntyre.
And,
yeah.
I want to start off by saying that we already know. Sorry that the podcasts have been late. This one is no exception. We're recording it late. It's going to be released late. So my work schedule has been changing. Kyle's is, kind of consistent, but it's also, he's got other shit going on too. And sometimes
I got tons of shit going on, dude. What are you talking about?
Mine.
I can't be bothered by this bullshit fucking.
I mean, I'm happy that my job has like consistent days off usually. And then, but it's like the hours that I'm working have like, now changed. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So, we have been talking kind of, behind the scenes, but we'll let you guys in. We may be changing the release day of the show. We may have to change our record day. So I know, Fridays have been nice. We may stay to that, so we'll let you know. But this so far it's been coming out Mondays, so maybe Monday is gonna be the new day. I don't know. I know we've gone back and forth, but we are at least doing the show. At least we're not like just fucking off or whatever. And I do know
Andrew's gonna have a shit fit, by the way.
Well,
he's like, son of a bitch.
There's different podcast listeners, right? I know for me, I like consistency. But a lot of the podcasts that I've been listening to, they've been kind of changing their days. So it's like, oh, I don't know when Chubby Behemoth comes out. It just comes out. And then Matt and Shane, they're busy guys. And they're like, maybe we miss a week. And people are like, other subreddits like,
is this like a freaking hog?
They just go nuts. And then like Tasteless Gentleman, I'm like, okay, they've been doing Sundays, but it's not like every other Sunday, sometimes 3 Sundays. I'm like, and then it's just like, and then I see it, I'm like, I'm just happy that it comes out. I'm like, all right, you can see my boy Scoop Shoney. The podcast is out on Sunday, God bless, whatever. But I do like consistency, so I know maybe some listeners are like that. It's like, it's not out Friday morning, what the fuck? I apologize. So we're gonna get our shit together, I promise you. So and then we're trying to get guests on, and then now that's harder too because people are down to do it, but now I'm like,
well, they turn us down all the time.
No,
I sent one to Slash, and I'll send one out to Sting, and I sent them out to everyone that's fake names, and I'm still waiting for a reply.
Slash, Sting, yeah, and then the other Sting from WWE, he said no.
The Rock, every stage name you can think of,
and then trying to get guests on, and then people are down to do it, but it's like, okay, it's been Kyle and I are booking each other last minute. Trying to figure it out, and then having to get somebody else in the mix.
You think I could nail you down? You have to talk to my agent.
Yeah, so it's like, we've been trying to get this going, so I apologize. I know we got to get the podcast out, let alone a guest. I know talking to Michael Cartwright, I know he's down to do it. And then, but it's like, okay, now he's 4 hours ahead of me, so I got to plan that. And I'm like, okay, shit, we got to get shit locked down. And I know Tony, we want to get him back on. So we have Tony. So I mean, we have friends that we want on. It's always fun having a guest and doing it over Zoom and stuff like that. It's easy enough for people, but it's just our timing scheduling. So I apologize. Anyways, so I wanted to lead it off with that. So, but before we get into the what's news, that was what's new with the podcast, or keep people updated. It's like, hey, we're late, by the way. Yeah, we can tell because it's fucking Monday. Yeah. So there's a reason behind it. We're not. Just too busy playing Switch.
Never good news when you're late, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When the Tone Jerks are, though, it's probably at least 3 years.
A coworker was saying, it's like, I just find it like they're kind of working on their bits. It's like, I just find if you're late, is that just like a different level of like just disrespect? It's showing that you just don't care about the other person's time. I'm like, that's me. Yeah. Almost all the time I'm late to something. Not to work most of the time, but it's like if it's like I met up with Brian and Adam the other day, just kind of have a beer, hang out, talk a little bit about the band and things that we're working on, and then outside of practice, and I'm like, of course I'm like 10 minutes late. I'm walking up, I'm like, hey, I'm coming. It's like, of course I'm late.
Too late.
Anyways, so and then I was like, And she looked at me. She's like, "Why are you always late all the time?" I'm like, "I don't know." Because I totally understand where you're coming from, the amount of disrespect for being late to something, but also it's like I'm still gonna be late, man. Give me some slack, cut me some slack, Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I like to be on time
mm-hmm.
for things, right? Yeah. But usually, and this is, as a group effort for Carrie and I.
No,
we're always late.
You're looking back. All right, okay. You had
hit with a chancla.
You had to do it to him. Sorry, but just I had to do it. It's not me. I know. You're definitely the one who's like, let's look at tapping your watch. I'm like, let's go, let's fucking go. What's the time?
Yeah, if it's something I want to do, I'll be there on time, I guess. Or if it's something I'll get lit up if I'm gonna be late. I'll be there on time.
Yeah, or like if you're the one kind of like, oh, it's like up in the air time frame or whatever, you're definitely like an early guy.
Yeah. I'm
definitely a late guy. Like I'm planning to go out there later in the year to Austin. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get a flight, probably fly around like 2 or something like that, so I don't have to wake up. Kyle, like, yeah, why don't you fly earlier? I'm like, no, fuck. God damn it. So we'll see how that goes. Get a morning flight. Anyways, so
waste the day.
But before we get into the what's news, I want to bring back the opening news segment. So we have we have the opening news segment. So some guitar and music news that you can use. So we've been slacking on that, but I've been my sources here have got me some stories that I need to bring up to the guitar community.
Put a backtrack. Put that.
Here's a headline here. So Epiphone has announced the Epiphone Marty Schwartz ES335 for the online guitar educator. So Marty Music gets a signature 335 model. You seen this Marty Music guy? You seen this? You heard about this, Kyle?
No.
It's on YouTube.
Tell me about it. What's going on?
Seen this? You heard about this, folks? So he's he's a popular guitar teacher on YouTube, and I think it's cool that he's getting a guitar that he.
Oh, is he the guy who wears a fedora?
Oh yeah, and then he's got a picture of a fedora on the back of the guitar. But he made a guitar that's a good price point for people starting out on guitar. It's a good all around guitar. But I just wanted to make sure that people aren't confused about, the other famous YouTuber called Shardy Shorts, where he's a guitar teacher on YouTube where he just shits his pants every episode. Everybody's got to have a gimmick, so this is show business, am I right, folks? Remember, it's Marty Shorts, not Shardy Shorts.
So fucking... All right.
No info about the guitar at all. Fuck them. Anyways, so Schecter, you know this company, Kyle?
Yeah. I'm familiar with them,
So they have a new guitar, the Sunset Triad guitar, which features a tri-coil pickup, and it could be yours for $899. So under $1,000. So Schecter's new guitar has some interesting features, including the tri-coil pickup, not just 2 like a humbucker, but 3. And the Sunset Triad comes with that triple coil, like I mentioned, which is the pretty cool feature. And the pickup is called actually a pretty fun name. It's actually called the Tri-Hard pickup. Yeah, it's everybody's got to have fun names for these things. So that's kind of it for the news at the moment. They'll trickle them in. To keep you all educated and abreast on the new things in guitar. Got to check out the Shardy guy, though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You got a real shitty attitude, that motherfucker.
Yeah. You got a bad attitude, pal. Something stinks in here. It's not the guitar. So, stupid.
Love stinks.
All right, Kyle. Yeah. That's the news for the guitar world. Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking, what's grooving is good?
Well, I'd like to, there's an accomplishment on my side here. I've been keeping people updated on my Forza, experience, and I'm happy to say that I am now in the 1% of Forza players now. So that just to let everyone know that my score is in the top 1%.
Yeah. How do they rank people? Is it just like how many cars you have or how much shit you do?
Oh yeah, it's like how many they call accolades.
Okay.
So like winning races, accomplishing things, and you get points for it. So yeah.
All right.
I have like almost 500 cars, which
yeah.
there's like 750 or something in the game.
I was doing my best Jay Leno, but you're a real Jay Leno in that game.
Yeah. Like, hey, folks, this one is called the, this is some Italian name car I can't pronounce.
Hey, look at you, piece of shit. I'll buy and sell you.
You not sound like Beetlejuice.
He's just a piece. Jay Leno's just an asshole.
Oh, no,
look at you,
not
piece of shit.
Beetlejuice sound like Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you piece of shit.
Beetlejuice. What are you doing? Just hanging around.
Hanging around.
Stupid me. I love it.
Yeah, and Forza keeps it fresh still.
Yeah,
they introduce new cars every once in a while. They have like new themed. Like this month is like Italian themed, so it's Italian cars. So you have to use them to
like a pizza delivery truck,
win races. Like for different challenges, and so upgrade them and. So, dude, I got a fucking Diablo SV. It's like dream car.
Yeah.
That you'll never, ever, ever get, Obviously, like Countach, But the Diablo SV is fucking sick. So the car as like a kid that I always wanted, because it was in every like racing game as like 1997, whatever.
Yeah. I think of like, dream cars as a kid was like, Oscar Mayer mobile.
Yeah. Oh, my dream one would just to catch the fucking ice cream truck, dude.
Yeah. I would love to live in an
one
ice cream
day
truck.
I'm a fucking get that thing.
You just have a freezer just full of ice cream. Like, that's my dream car. You could probably turn your truck into a little bit of ice cream personal truck. You just have your freezer in the back. You just got the freezer in the back. You pull out some.
You get a 12-volt freezer.
You get some Duncan Hines.
Pull out a push
on the road.
Push pop, dude. Just pull out a freaking Flintstones push pop or the SpongeBob one that's all like fucked up.
Yeah,
like the
gumball eyes.
Gumball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Forza update.
Yeah. All right. So you done did it. You're in it, kid.
Yeah, I need to be I need to be number 1 now. I need to be 0%, dude.
I am number 1.
2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. Yeah, so it's been fun. I just played it a little bit today. Still getting new cars and upgrading them and driving them, and it's kind of fun still. So
yeah,
but there's a new game I want to get when it comes out. It's Starfield. That's what it is.
Armored Core 6.
Yeah, isn't that what fucking Matt's playing?
Yeah, McCusker.
Is there a new one?
Yeah, it just came out. I think it's on.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's on. I'm sure it's on PC.
Probably.
PS5, stuff like that. No way on Switch. You try and put it on Switch.
Hell no.
Explodes.
It just melts in your hands. It melts to your hands.
Yeah, but that's like I don't need it. I don't know if I have so many games I'm not even playing. Like I finally I mentioned putting down Zelda just to okay, I have too many hours.
Reality check.
I need to try a different game, so I'm playing Nier Automata, which is a fun game. Although there's this fucking part I'm stuck on, which is the dumbest little puzzle section. Anyways, it pissed me off. I played for 3 hours. I'm like, this isn't fun. This is pissing me the fuck off. I can't beat the easiest little mini game that you have to do.
Dude, show me. I'll fucking walk you through it like a hacker.
Yeah, hacker mode. Anyway, so
all right, turn left, go straight.
Stream it. I should stream it. We should start a Don't Jerks Twitch.
Just do FaceTime it, and I'll walk you through it.
And just me getting pissed off. I'm like, fucking shit.
I'm pretty good at puzzles. So,
drinking more seltzers, and I'm just getting more pissed and just shitty.
Belligerent over a children's game.
Or
it's on a children's console, at least.
Yeah. You're on
You're like, I'll give it
adult
to you.
game. It's not for kids.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not for kids, but it's on a kid's console.
Mm-hmm. Baby game.
So it comes out on Fisher Price.
Yeah. But Armored Core 6, I heard him talk about how Matt and Shane. I'm like, whoa, that sounds sick. But also, it's like I used to play Armored Core on PS2. It was fun, and PlayStation. Fun games. But it gets to a point where, like an RPG,
it's the same shit over and over again.
No. It's like where you kind of build up your character in a shitty way, and now you can't get past a certain level because like you put everything towards, HP or armor, and then you're slow. You can't get past, and you keep getting blown up. And like, oh yeah, all that armor you saved up, it gets blown away right away. Okay, shit. And as a kid, you're just bad at strategy and thinking. You're like, son of a bitch.
I just loaded up the first thing. The first thing, health usually, but
and then it was like, or like how Pokemon, you just rev up the one character. You're like, oh cool, Charizard level 100, and then I have a bunch of like I don't know, Butterfrees or Caterpies that are level 2, and you're like, oh shit.
So when your Charizard gets fucked, you have nothing else.
You get to a water type, you're like, oh damn it.
You're just fucking screwed.
I got a bunch of Metapods. I'm fucked. This sucks.
You suck.
Anyways, so you got that new game you're looking forward to, and then you're probably give Forza a rest, huh?
Yeah, Starfield. It's like it's made by Bethesda, which has made like the Fallout games and Skyrim.
Yeah,
but this is like in space. It just seems really cool. I watched just something on it today. I was like, ooh, damn,
that looks sick.
I'm like, that's fucking sick. I need to get on that when it comes out. So
nice. I want to look forward.
Which I don't know when that comes out yet, but
I feel like it's coming out soon.
I think it is, yeah.
Talking about it in the Matt Shane subreddit.
Oh, really?
Any of the dogs playing it? I think it's maybe this weekend. You're like,
let's see.
Shit, I need to quit my job.
Yeah, shit. Right. Oh, drop my glasses down. Oh, shit. Yeah, September 5th.
Oh, next week.
Yeah, damn. It's going to be $70. That's like, the games are now, they used to be 50. Or they used to be 60 for a while, and now they're 70.
They got away with 70, so like,
well, it's software, we can kind of dictate the price, but with inflation, it costs.
Yeah, and then I mean, somebody I think on Remember the Game podcast, I talked about it. It's like, oh, price, kind of going up to 70. It's like, not to be like a bootlicker for these video game companies, but I'm like, if you look at inflation, I'm like, oh, what games used to cost to what they cost now, based on it's like. Games are so fucking expensive. Like an SNES game was so expensive.
Yeah, for what you got.
And then at the time too. And now you're like, oh, and then cause I think people were kind of pissed at like not Breath of the Wild, but Tears of the Kingdom for Zelda was $70 instead of 60. And we're like, God damn it! What? I mean, still take my money, but fuck, that sucks.
Yeah,
still bought the shit out of it and played the shit out of it. I'm like, this is really good, but that $10. Fuck you, Nintendo. But still make the games that I love.
Yeah.
Still be a thriving company, please.
Yeah, I still want you to work and be Anyways.
Yeah.
It looks sick and I want to play it and shit. Yeah, I might just pre-order right now.
Be your what's new for next week. But besides the game, what else is going
on? So I got that Maestro Junior.
Yeah.
Playing. So it sounds pretty sick actually with that Bill Lawrence pickup in it. I just I couldn't get the bridge to work. The slightly wider whatever that was called. The
one.
Badass. Yeah. So I put the original one back in there with the lightning bolt, whatever, the kind of
compensated.
Compensated one. Yeah, and it's fine. I haven't like wrenched on it and tried to see if it's, if intonated or anything. So it needs to set up a little bit, but as a thrown together guitar, it's better than like guitars that you pick up at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
Last time I was at Guitar Center, I had a hard time finding one guitar that had like more than 5 strings on it, and then one that was that didn't have like sprouted frets.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
I grab like, okay, this is a really cool looking Squire, and I'm like, God, like catches my hand, like, what the fuck? I almost cut my hand.
It's like grabbing a chainsaw blade.
Yeah, fuck. While it's spinning.
Jeez. But yeah.
So playing that sounds good. Obviously, it needs some work.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like a, oh shit, that guitar's cool. Let me get it. Not like I needed it. So it's not like it's on the, I need to get this thing working now. So
I want a time crunch.
But, yeah, exactly. So it's playing. Feels great. Sounds great. I need to get some freaking like oil like for the fretboards.
Oh, okay.
Because now I have like a bunch of rosewood necks. I only had like one before, and I got a bunch. Do you recommend like a oil I should throw on there?
No, I had some Planet Waves back when that was a company. A little bottle of lemon oil that has I've had since probably maybe we were in high school.
Damn.
That I got from Guitar Trader.
But it's long gone and dry.
And it's still, I have a little bit left, so.
Damn.
I don't use it. You don't use a ton of it. You don't use it all that often. So one little bottle will go a long way. So I'm sure Diodario makes great shit. The Music Nomad, they make good stuff. So I think you'll be good no matter where you go.
Yeah, every time I go to a guitar store, I fucking forget. I'm like, oh, I'm stupid. What was that thing I was going to get? I don't know. Let's look at the fucking used pedals.
Yeah.
So, speaking of used pedals, I did get one, which I had been eyeballing at like a local pawn shop for a while, like probably a year or longer.
Damn.
And I'm like, it's been there this whole time. And I guess I'll show it to you. It's this Azure or Azure or...
Yeah.
So it's a delay pedal, right?
Mini guy.
Just it says it's an analog delay when I looked it up.
Yeah.
Which I believe whoever posted that online. It supposedly is like a copy of a Matt Professor delay. Yeah. Like it's a similar circuit to like their vintage delay or something or whatever it's called.
Blue, I think is what it's called. Deep Blue delay. Yeah, Matt Professor makes great shit. Yeah, that's cool.
So I got it for $11.
That is very cool.
Just a mini pedal for $11.
Yeah.
I slapped a little bit of Velcro on it, threw it on my board. It kicked off my timeline. So throwing that in the trash now. So
I don't need the timeline anymore.
Yeah, I did the Andy thing. No, I posted that on pedal boards, and people were like, thought I was serious.
Yeah.
Why are people laughing at that?
Like,
if he really likes that pedal, let him like it. Oh, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
People are so elitist in this group. If he likes what he likes, if it's good, it's good.
And then it's like,
nothing wrong with liking
it just shows
cheap pedals.
How people want to fight for you don't even know me.
Yeah. You're ready.
I don't need no white knight, okay? I can fucking fight my own battles, dude.
I'm not gonna suck your dick.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you want me to do after this?
Yeah.
Or shoot me your address.
Yeah.
Why? Because I need to thank you.
Because you need to get sucked.
You need to get fucking sunk, dude.
I don't want to sunk.
You need a good sunken.
Some dunk.
Yeah, so it's pretty funny. People were just going, I'm like, oh my God. Just, it was like 30, I don't even know how many comments.
Yeah.
But some people realized it was a joke.
Yeah.
Usually the people that know me.
Yeah.
And other people are,
you can't do that. You can't make fun of his pedal choices. You just don't know how to use a timeline, you dipshit.
Yeah, I didn't get any of those. It was the opposite of that.
That's what I thought.
Timelines suck.
I know you, and I call you some dumb piece of shit.
You
Like, wow.
suck.
Thanks. It's funny, just these little tiny knobs here.
Yeah.
You know, like what sucks. This thing does self-oscillate, and it does it really fast.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be really careful.
Yeah.
So, but it's funny. These knobs, you're like, oh fuck, you're trying to freaking like trying to get out of
Control
it.
yeah.
Like a pilot, like pull up. Your fingers slip off this thing, you're fucking done.
No travel, really. And you're just like, fuck.
God, it's tough. Yeah, they got this one's fucking easy to turn.
Yeah.
You know,
the big knot.
this one you have to like fucking get both fingers on. You can't really do it with one finger. Yeah.
It's good.
Anyways,
That's pretty cool for $11. God damn. Yeah. Did it go down in price? That's why you bought it?
No, it just was there the whole time. It was like $10.99 or 10 something. I paid like like 15 cents in tax or something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but it's the same place that has a left-hand wrath
Yeah.
for like $169.
Yeah. It's not a good
It's like they
deal,
must have
but-
forgot this thing because it was on the bottom shelf. It was in a bag, like it was in a bag, and I like looked at it and did some, looked it up like a while ago. Was it?
A Ziploc sandwich bag or something like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Put some chips in there. Here's your lunch.
It was in this thing.
Okay.
So a stapled bag. It has. I guess I didn't realize it had a perfectly cut shape
Oh, that's cool.
for
the back
the.
of it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. And they had another one, which I guess
Oh, perfectly.
it's a
Sorry.
mat.
Perfectly cut, like, shape piece of Velcro. So we're doing
Yeah, and then they
video.
have a foam. Also,
Yeah.
a foam piece.
Mhm.
Or actually, it feels like it's freaking like a magnet, but it's not. And then it came with, the original wall wart.
Mhm.
So, anyways, $11, pretty sick.
That's Jesus Christ.
Uh,
The fact that I'm like, didn't need it, but I'm like,
no,
you had to do it. You couldn't not
yeah,
get it.
I've been staring at this thing too long.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't buy it the
I'm
fucking
like-
first time.
I know. I'm like, well, I did a little look up. I'm like, I don't really need it. I think, yeah, I didn't really
The
need
fact
it.
that you would buy
and then-
both those PVs, which you don't need, which are cool, by the way, you would buy those before that thing. The thing's $11.
Yeah,
You don't
should've
need to
got
make a
it.
payment plan for that.
Yeah,
You'd hope. I'll be honest with you, I've paid more for salad at lunch.
yeah.
You have this
I
Cobb
paid more
salad.
for a burger.
Cobb salad at Corner Bakery. I don't know if it's a national chain, but yeah, it's $11, $11.99, and then that's like 12 something after tax.
Damn.
I paid more for a salad that I'm just gonna shit out later. That I eat begrudgingly. I'm like, oh, I'm fat. I gotta eat a salad. Damn it. And then you get that pedal that you can use for a long ass time.
Yeah,
Good deal is what I'm saying.
It got me thinking, like, maybe I want to build a board of just like, these shitty, like, pedals.
Yeah.
But and there's a million brands that make these,
Uh-huh.
right? So maybe I want to get one. I want to get different brands.
My brain.
Yeah, mix them up, get like 6 or so.
Yeah.
Make a board out of it or something.
It's not bad. Tony DeGraw, you sent him that picture as well in the group chat. He's saying he's got a couple other Azure pedals that are good too. So
Yeah.
these cheaper brands are making good fucking pedals, so might as well.
And this is like an Amazon thing, right? I think this is Amazon pedal.
Maybe I'm sure Ryan has done a bunch of pedals that you can do research on.
Yeah.
He's done his order board is what it's called.
Yeah.
So I'll go through.
Well,
And
anyways,
finding that
we've
cheap
been
shit.
talking about this one $10 fucking pedal
Yeah, it's
for a long
great.
time.
Great deal.
We so Carrie and I went to San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
We've never been to San Antonio together.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to go hit some taco shops.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I got there, I also wanted to go to see some guitar shops.
Yeah.
Um,
Might as
so
well. You're in
we found
the
this taco
area.
shop that
Mhm.
popped up like on Instagram or whatever. That's like, always a good, they're like little street tacos.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we've been, it's hard to find some around our place that good tacos. Every time you order a taco, it's like freaking ground beef. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
thanks. I could have
Well-
made this at home.
Yeah,
in like a cast iron pan.
Yeah.
And not added grease. I don't know how this is so greasy. Yeah. and then charge myself $10 for, you know, these.
For
That's
diarrhea.
ridiculous. So, yeah, I've been super disappointed sometimes. Order shit, and you're like, I'll take a couple bites, I'll give it a shot, and then you're like, oh, nope, not good. Not my thing.
It's like you're probably trying to, like, oh, if you're going to try something new, you don't, I mean, you're definitely going out of the realm of, like, you know, fast food, major chains and stuff like that, and then you take a chance on something, you're like, this, fuck.
Yeah, I know. So that is what sucks, is like, you want to give your business to like a local place, and then you're like, man, the tortillas are good, but what did you put in the fucking taco?
You could have just fucking had a Big Mac. God damn it.
Yeah. Could have gotten a Big Mac.
Big Mac. Big Mac.
So yeah, we drove this place. It's called what was it? Taquitos on West Avenue or something. Taquitos West Avenue.
Yeah.
It was good. And they're cheap, like $2 tacos. They're little tiny, you know, they're about like
little guys.
Maybe a little bigger, street tacos. So we got like, I don't know,
25.
No, we got like 16 of them, I think. So between us,
not bad.
tried different ones, like a bunch of different. We took some to go too, and I was still full. I couldn't eat anymore.
Couldn't eat another bite of my ball.
Yeah, pretty much. But the El Pastor was really good.
Nice.
There. But they don't run it all week. So they only do it like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I guess.
Yeah.
So anyways, it was good. It was like more traditional style, like you like find in Mexico, which is cool.
Yeah.
Wasn't like California style, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know, back to the roots is all right. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
It's better than ground beef and hard shell tacos. It's like sick. This is what you get at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And in fact, Taco Bell does it better than you guys. I don't know how that's possible, but
just shitting on them.
Yeah, it's like when you get shitty pizza, then you're like, man, Little Caesars actually, they do pretty good.
They do
I
pretty
don't
good
know how
job.
you guys fucked this up. How'd you burn and not cook anything at the same time on this pizza? That's basically, how's the cheese still cold, but
the cheese not melted and the bottom is burnt.
The bottom is burnt as fuck.
The bottom is like a fucking hockey puck.
Yeah, so anyways, it was good. I hit up, basically Carrie sat in the car because she didn't want to go. She's super excited about guitars and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, but she sat in the car. I can't believe it. She just held every, all of her excitement in.
Yeah.
No, so we went, I think, a place called Lark.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Lark Guitars on McCullough in San Antonio.
Yeah.
It's like in San Antonio. And then that place is cool. It was like a high-end guitar shop. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting. I just saw that, it's really close and it closes soon. Let me just go. And then I walk in there, I'm like, it's like a fucking museum in here. It's like, I'm like, excuse me, you guys open? It's like, shh.
Yeah.
No, they didn't do that.
There's a shop kind of in San Diego, or Escondido, which is a Wildcat Guitars. Very cool shop, but it's all really high-end shit. Like, it's like Fender custom shop stuff. Is like,
that's what they had. Yeah, I'm like, oh, cool, $4,000, $5,000.
Gibson custom shop. It's like Ernie Ball, was it the Private Ball Reserve?
Yeah, Private Balls Reserve.
Like,
that's just stupid. They should have thought of a different name.
They know what they're doing with that name.
The Family Balls.
Yeah. Family Jewels.
Yeah.
But it's like all the high-end shit. I'm like, oh, god damn. But anyways, like, it's like, this is a cool store that I would never buy anything from because I can't afford it.
I sent you a couple of pictures. They had like a huge, like, bunch of tables put together with like a, big ass, I don't know. It looked like it was one big ass table, but they had like 500 pedals on it. Maybe not that many. They had a shitload of pedals. And I tried to get a good picture of it. Just,
It's like, this is goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you guys dust these every fucking day, huh? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't like a cabinet they were put in. They were just out.
Mm-hmm.
And, they had like a JCM 800. Oh, did you want to try that expensive guitar out on. How about you try it on this expensive ass amp too?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way that guitar's gonna sound bad on this amp. So
Yeah.
again, yeah, they had like a shitload of PRSs.
Yeah.
Which I didn't really look at. They didn't really have a whole lot of basses. They had a couple, but yeah, they didn't really appeal to me. There was a couple jazz basses, but whatever. That store, I walked in there, and once I saw, I was like, okay, this is not my cup of tea. I know I'm already like, oh,
but you're backing out slowly,
Yeah.
like Homer
through the
Simpson.
Homer, yeah, through the glass door. So I went to another one while I was down there. It's called Robot Monster Guitar, and now this is more of my style, where it's like a pawn shop kind of feel.
Yeah,
used
guitar kind of deal.
Yeah, and these guys were like totally down to like talk and stuff. Everyone else was like at the other store, not to talk bad, but they weren't really, seemed like they were into, maybe they were really good at guitar, and I don't know. It's like it's just a different feel, I guess.
It's a vibe of like maybe they're more sales focused.
Yeah.
So maybe they know a shit ton about guitar, and they probably really good at guitar, but they know how to sell guitars to people.
Yeah, there's that, or they just knew I wasn't gonna buy anything.
Yeah, so
when I'm walking in, they go, "Oh, I've never been in your shop before." It's like, yeah, get lost, kid. Well, excuse me, sir. Would you want to buy a chocolate bar for my my class trip?
You're all sweaty. You got fucking taco stains all over your shirt.
Taco breath. Fucking like, oh, jeez.
You're sucking down a Dr. Pepper as you're walking around out of the styrofoam cup. Like,
I saw like fucking taco grease all over my hands.
You're dripping Dr. Pepper.
They're like, oh god, don't touch any of the guitars, please. We're closing soon.
Sticky fingers. I was eating cotton candy. Hope you don't mind.
Sticky fingers.
Yeah. Sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers. Yeah. So the other place, so much cooler vibe. So walk in there, I instantly had like, they had PVT 40.
Yeah.
They had a very similar bass to my Butterscotch. It was like a reissue though, or it was like a different. It didn't have
the Kyle McIntyre signature reissue.
Yeah, it didn't have the fucking nautical star on it.
Yeah, the pop punk star.
Yeah, no, so it didn't have the vintage tint on the fretboard or like the neck.
Yeah,
but it was still Butterscotch. Still had like a black pick guard, but it had a bridge cover. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I'm like, I have one just like that, but whatever. We start talking. They had a bunch of Maestro stuff there.
Okay.
So they had like, which I, same company that makes, whatever back in the day, but $700 fucking old ass pedals. I'm like, Jesus Christ, for a fuzz.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's the whatever Maestro,
Gibson
whatever the fuzz. Yeah, dude, gnarly with like the trumpets and shit on there. Yeah, whatever that is. But
it's cool.
They had some cool stuff, man. And they had like a stuff I'd never seen before. They had a Gibson 810 Ultra, which you look at, okay, it's 810, but it had like another piece of wood in the middle of the 810, like in the middle of the 410, like split. Like it was basically two 410s put together.
Was it like something like a vent so the speakers can move, or?
No, so I think these are rated for like 800 watts each.
Yeah.
That one was 1500 watts.
I think it's 1200 watts for the 8 amp 810s.
Okay, so it's 12. That one was definitely 15. I looked at it before I left.
Yeah.
So they have higher rated speakers or something. But yeah, he's like, yeah, this is like 40 pounds heavier than your standard one. I'm like, those are already 160 pounds for the 810. So you're telling me this is a 200 pound?
Yeah.
Cabinet. He's like, yeah. I'm like, and we're just joking
around.
No,
yeah. You sent me this picture. Did I mishear you? You said Ampeg, right?
Ampeg.
I thought you said it was a Gibson one.
No.
Gibson cab. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming. It's all coming together now. Sorry about that. I misheard. I thought you said a Gibson 810, but Ampeg 810.
No, it's Ampeg Ultra. Yeah, it's the 810 Ultra.
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm like, I totally remember now. You sent me the photo. I'm like, what a kind of dumb idea, right? I mean, it was stupid, but it's like, okay, make it heavier, and then
more contact with the stage.
Yeah, it's like, okay. Well, I mean, how loud do you need a fucking amp to be? It's like that company, which they were kind of cool, but it's like they were
Basson or whatever,
Basson, right? Basson. It's like they made 2,000 watt cabs rated for that much, and like they didn't make heads that powerful.
Yeah,
it was something like
we're planning for the future.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like, oh, we're in works of making our bass a 2,000 watt bass head to match the cab. I'm like, who needs an amp that loud? Like Nicky Six. I'm like, he literally does not.
Yeah, literally not even that fucking asshole.
Yeah, he
needs it.
Is going to be playing through a DI pedal that they're going to be pumping through the, PA at the venue for Motley Crue and Nicky Six, if people are unaware. And then he's got his in-ear monitors. He doesn't need a 2,000 watt bass stack behind him. And they were like, oh, the closest amp that can power these is the SVT4 Pro. I'm like, okay. Well, and then, because we went to their showroom.
And that still doesn't do it. Yeah.
It's still not enough. I'm like, I think you said, oh, I have an SVT3 Pro. It's like, well, that's 400 watts. It's not enough to power this. You're going to do more damage to the cab over time, because they're like saying, like, oh, you need to have the wattage matched up. I don't know how. We were 18 at the time, so I don't know how.
Yeah, we didn't understand it.
If they were like,
I still don't.
Bullshitting us. I'm like, oh, you need to have like, you don't want to have like a 2,000 watt cab power and have like a 300 watt head. Like, they're like, oh, you would need to get a bigger cab. I'm like, okay, then I'm not going to get your fucking cab because I need to buy a new head. I'm like, fuck that. Anyways, and then it made me think, I'm like, okay, it's like, I had a 50 watt guitar head, and like, oh, these cabs are rated for like 600 watts. I'm like, who the fuck has a 600 watt guitar head? What the fuck is your guys' problem? Like, we're not your audience.
Yeah, I don't know how we got contacted through that.
Well, it was back in the MySpace days, so I guess we're kind of leading off on a story. So it's like we were hit up by a company, Playing Without a Pilot, to kind of like, oh, hey, play our amps or whatever. And they were going to give us an artist discount, which was okay.
They're a local company.
Yeah,
too,
I love the idea of supporting local. And then I'm like, oh, it would have been cool for Carvin or whatever, but it's like, okay.
Carvin at that time was just, I think they were going through a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
They always have been, it seems like.
Yeah, I feel like Kiesel, that company's like, okay, they're righting the ship and they're going pretty good. Really cool guitars at Kiesel. Yeah. God damn. If I ever was going to get a shredder guitar, that'd be kind of cool to get one of those. Although, with the money and stuff like that, I'm like, I'd probably get a Charvel Super Strat, something like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, so this company, Basson, hit us up, Playing Without a Pilot, the band, about like, playing their stuff. So we went to their showroom and tried out their stuff, which was really nice, but it's also like, we don't have big equipment for this stuff.
Yeah.
We would have to rebuy all the stuff. And then the guy was like, oh, well, the guitar head that we have here is a 300 watt tube guitar head to match the cab. I'm like, that's so fucking, I don't need something that big.
Yeah, your standard's 100.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's, even at that time, I think I knocked my dual rectifier to 50 watts.
Yeah, I think you're like, fuck, I went the wrong way.
I don't need something that big.
Or the right way.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, anyway, so it was just kind of funny. And the company, but they were, a whole idea was making just giant, big, loud amps. I'm like, even at that time, I'm like, this is unnecessary. I was a teenager. I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah, damn.
Anyways, but yeah, so this guitar store you went to, pretty sweet.
Yeah, I would recommend, both of them really, but the second one is more of my style, where used equipment, vintage stuff. The other one was all new stuff. Yeah. So they were very different in both their ways, and I just had a good conversation with I totally forgot. I mean, not to be a dick, but I forgot that Carrie was in the car, and I was there for probably like 40 minutes talking. I left the AC running. Okay,
I put it on
cracked the window.
Her favorite music.
Yeah. So
Put on like
then they had a whole other part of the store,
shit
like a
you
whole
like.
other part that was like,
Yeah.
Probably anime shit and just like, pop culture stuff. They had a whole bunch of like movies, posters, stuff like that. I didn't even go into there.
God damn.
I was only in like the guitar part. So I think when you come here, maybe we'll go down there.
Get some tacos.
Take a look.
Check out the guitar stores.
Yeah, maybe I'll buy like a pedal or something.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like overload. I'm like, shit, there's a lot of like Boss pedals or, just a lot of cool stuff that, I've never seen that version of that's a special edition TS9. It's the red one with the super shiny. Like, damn, you have that. They had a lot of cool stuff there.
Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have to check that out and check out some of the pawn shops in your Marble Falls over there.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they have stuff sometimes, and sometimes they don't have anything. So just the way she goes.
The way she goes, boys.
So I'm not done yet. On the way back, it's like an hour and 30 minutes to get down there to but it's one straight road down there to to San Antonio. So on the way back, we're going through halfway point, basically, Blanco, what it's called. Not Blanco, okay? Yeah. Don't get confused. It's Blanco. And this truck, it's 2-lane roads, truck in the right lane, blows, the lane actually turns and goes off to the right and then goes down another highway. And that lane basically ends. It's gone. It's separated and goes down another way. This guy in that lane goes straight through, and he hits like these gigantic, like, signs. They're like 2-inch poles.
Yeah.
They're super tall. They say one's a stop sign for an opposing traffic, and the other one's like a traffic, like a sign that says traffic does not stop.
Yeah.
Dude barrels through both of these things, sends them like fucking shooting through the air.
Yeah.
Like, and then he hits the dirt patch on the other side, and it's kicking all this dirt around. Cars are stopping and shit. The guy like regains control, gets back on the highway, and just keeps driving again. And we're like, what the fuck? And he's still like kind of wobbling all over the road. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, Carrie's like, you think he's drunk? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, should we call him? I'm like, yeah, I guess, because he could actually be having like a medical emergency.
Yeah.
Who knows? So, So I've ever seen those videos where people like they have like a heart attack or they have like a stroke or while they're driving, and they just like drive it all over the freaking road. But anyway, so
it's like a
this guy pulls in
lanes on a bowling, bling, bling, bling,
yeah,
bling, bling.
yeah. And so that's how this guy was driving, dude. Those signs were huge. He threw them so fucking far, and just in the air. And I'm like, if someone was at that intersection, he would have probably barreled into them and killed them. Anyways, so he pulls into Tractor Supply into the very front row sideways, like at a weird ass angle to the parking lot. I'm like, okay. I get out. He's got blood all over like his arm. Yeah. His like he's bleeding. And I'm like, are you all right? He's like, well, I don't know. Oh, I'm fine. I'm like, you hit 2 signs back there on the highway. What? I don't know. Oh, he's like mumbling. I'm like, do you want me to get you? I don't have any bandages in my car, but maybe the Tractor Supply should have something to stop, your bleeding. We get you, go in there. Oh, I'm fine. Look at the front of his car. His bumper, his grill, and his hood are fucked up. They're just hit in like all, in a row. And so Carrie's already on the phone with the cops. Yeah. They send him over. He just walks into the store anyways, and he goes and buys like soil or whatever, and they bring it out. The cop is confused on where I said I saw the accident, because the guy's saying, "Oh, I came off of this highway, and I didn't, I don't know what he's talking. I think he was lying or whatever." Yeah.
So your truck is fucked up.
Dumbass. So the cop's like, "Well, that highway is not in our jurisdiction, so, and the county says they're not going to press charges." I'm like, okay, that's fine. So he took my ID. He was going to take a statement, and then he let me go. I'm like, all right, fine. So I take my card and I go. They call back and they're like, oh, we actually looked at the crash site, which they found. Yeah. That's actually in the city limits, so it's part of the city. I'm like, So I had to send like an email in, like whatever I saw my statement.
But
sorry,
like,
it's
sorry,
so
sir. We're too busy just
picking our asses and stroking our dicks.
Yeah. Just we're too busy just cranking our hogs over here.
Yeah. No, I mean I get
anything.
it. Like I think it was the county that we're not gonna fuck that. We're not gonna
too busy honking our horns here. We can't help it.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, I get it. It's Saturday. You're like, oh god.
Saturday.
Yeah. That's what they're listening to.
That's all they're listening to on Saturday.
Listen to Elton John, yeah, I'm sure. I love that song, actually.
It's a good song, yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun. That took like, an hour of us driving home, or maybe like 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So, made it 2 hours instead of an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was kind of fun. That's my what's new, I guess. It was kind of eventful and all over the place.
That's cool. That's actually a good Saturday.
Damn, that's such a good fucking song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fun.
What do you got? What's new with you?
For the people on the video, haircut.
Oh.
Yeah, I got my ears lowered a bit. So.
Oh, if you're gonna run with those, you got a haircut. Mm-hmm. What'd they do with the rest of them?
I got several. You got a haircut? I'm like, yeah, all of them actually. So, yeah, it's something always like, whenever you get a haircut, I realize I'm like, I don't do this enough. I don't know why I haven't gotten a haircut. It feels so goddamn good. I get it down to a 2 on the sides, so super short, and then have them just cut the top. And yeah, I like it. It's so hot over there, Kyle, and you have just long ass hair, dude.
I'm like cousin It over here.
Yeah. So, and then so I got my hair cut because it was getting long, and I was kind of either just cutting myself or whatever, and just wearing a hat or whatever at work. And then because I'm like, okay, I already got the job I wanted, the promotion. I'm like,
now let yourself go.
Let's look like shit.
Yeah.
I've been just kind of wearing just random things at work now. I bought my Dickies shorts, these baggy ones, dude. Where like the homies figure style. And then people are like, I like your shorts. And I'm like, are you lying to me?
We're back. We're fucking back. That meme I sent you.
Yeah.
Someone comments you on your fucking Dickies pants.
Yeah.
From the late 90s.
And I still have.
We're back. We're fucking back.
I still have those kind of like those like tube socks or whatever, the ones with like the stripes on them. And then I wore those with my Vans and then with my Dickies, and people are like, I like your socks. Those are pretty cool. And I'm like, this is straight up.
You bet your ass you like them.
Straight up 2006 Bryant. Back, baby. I legit wore shorts. And then my manager, he's like, oh, you wore shorts today? I did too. Like, because it was a hot day out. It's like, perfect. I'm like, if I wore pants, would you have gotten pissed? Write me up. Wore pants. Should have wore shorts.
Doesn't look sick.
Yeah. Hey, Dickies, way below the knee. Perfect. Where did he even
Gold star.
Where did he even find these? Sick.
Yeah.
Move.
Rare commodity.
They are hard to find, but anyway. So I got a haircut. I'm liking it. It's feeling good. But so I kind of like little. So the barbershop I've been going to, it's been for a while. I think you went to it once or twice when you were in San Diego. You weren't a big fan. It's okay. Dapper J's in La Mesa. And then go to my
more like Crapper J's, if you know what I mean.
Crapper Days. Crapper Days. Crapper Days. Crapper Days. Dapper J's, my man Steven over there. He's barber. Brian's my drummer's barber as well. And then I've been going to him. So I like that I'm like, getting the same haircut from the same guy. He just knows what to do. Like, put 2 on the sides and do whatever you got to do. I comb it to the right. He's like, you got it. And there's Key and Peele on the TV there. And you're like, all right, we're in it, baby. AC.
Oh, Ron, this is a classic one.
That's just so stupid. It's funny, but it's like the part where it's like, it's like somebody says a joke and then the other person says it louder and the whole class thinks it's funny. Like, oh man, hypotenuse. I wish I was high on I was high on hypotenuse. And then he's like, I wish I was high on hypotenuse. And everybody's like, oh, starts laughing. The teacher thinks it's great. The principal thinks it's great. At the very end of the episode, they have like the president. It's like, we're giving a medal of honor to this kid for saying, I wish I was high on hypotenuse. It's stupid. Anyways, so you just AC cranking, quick haircut, good time. But that shop, I guess I've been going to for several years now, and they've done like a revamp where they clean, painted the walls, redone the decor in there, because previously it used to be like a guys shop.
Yeah. They get canceled. They get Me Too'd over there. So
I don't know, but you used to go in there, and there was like you could have beer while you're having your haircut, and there was just like nudie posters, like the centerfold posters, just like you're just like boobs all over the wall.
Like, that was like pinup style, right?
Yeah, but it was like it was like Playboys, so it's like they showed the knockers, and it's like that was. Definitely pre-pandemic, and probably when they were like closed and not doing haircuts. I'm like, yeah, we should probably update this a little bit.
Shit, some guys up on the wall there.
Don't we want? Yeah, that's how they fix it. They have just dong.
But diversity
like,
up on the wall there.
It's like you wouldn't want people to also like be able to bring their kids here too. So
yeah,
but it just made me think of like funny. It's like just the idea of like nudie posters, or even just like bikini chick posters or whatever. It's like, who is that for? Who's all like, oh, thank God, I can put this up.
I know.
I can put
feel
this
so comfortable looking at porn with my boys
all day. Or like the idea of like your say like a garage and they just have a bunch of nudie posters. I'm like, why do you have to? What the fuck? It's like, I'm working on cars and I need to get had.
Yeah. I want everyone to know I like chicks, dude.
See this? Boobs.
That's kind of what I meant, dude.
Boobs are
my
thing.
You?
Do you like boobs? Because I do. Just
quick, name your favorite boobs.
It's just so stupid. Like, it's not that I'm against even the idea of like, porn or whatever. You gotta honk your horn or whatever. But it's just like, you had to have that like on display.
Yeah.
It's even okay. Like I have some anime figures. They do make them very, very lewd. It's like, who's buying these? People are.
Yeah, there are people.
A lot of people.
Yeah,
who are just like, I can't wait to
dark bedroom.
Because I'm in different anime forums. Like, oh, I got my new figures in today. I'm like, what the hell?
College dorms, probably.
Yeah, or like college kids are just. I think that's who it's for. But it's like at a certain point, it's like you're not in college anymore. Why do you have these like bikini?
I like sex.
Bikini nudie posters.
I like hentai.
Mm-hmm. Well, because even you had you had your garage. It was mainly you were in there, or like me or your buddies. And it was just like, you didn't have nudie posters up. You easily could have. Because you're like,
check all that shit on her.
Check out this. Sick. I like this.
Look at this dude. He's fucking hanging.
You know what Kyle liked to keep in his garage was broken shit.
Yeah.
And people's garbage.
Yeah.
That was more Kyle's style. It's like, hey, these car seats that are uncomfortable, let me keep these in my garage. These broken motorcycles, bring them here.
Hell yeah.
Broken pedals, give me those. But I do think that was funny. So it's like, but I realized, I'm like, oh, they did change it. Okay. Huh. Anyways, it's terrible now. They got canceled. But anyways, after my fresh cut, because I was in the area of La Mesa, I'm like, you got to stop at Guitar Center, right?
Yeah, of course.
When you're here, your family. And so I went to my Guitar Center, and it's gotten a lot better. Like they have like stock. There's tons of guitars on the wall, tons of amps everywhere. I feel like pedals are full for the most part. Used stuff. It's like, okay, you can actually look at a lot of stuff. Because I remember over the past couple of years, it could have been like, supply chain, whatever you want to say. It's like you go in there, it's like this desolate. There's like fucking nothing here. Tumbleweeds are rolling through.
This store is desolate, man.
And I'm not one to say, to think like death to retail capitalism, solidarity. It's like that's not fun. I don't think that you'd like to go to a guitar store and see shit, right?
Yeah.
And even if it's Guitar Center, a bigger deal, I get it. Hate them, they suck, right? Bash on them, but it's like you'd like to go in there and see that they're doing shit. And it was nice to go in. I'm like, oh, they have tons of stuff here. Nothing that I was super interested in, but it was like tons of guitars, and it's not just crap. It's a lot of higher end stuff and back and forth. And I'd mentioned I went to the bass section there. It was full, tons of amps, really cool stuff, lots of really nice basses. But I mean, standard American Fenders, and then I think standard starting Ernie balls. I mentioned on the Patreon. I'm like, I didn't know Ernie balls started at $2,700, but I guess they do now. Not even the Ball Family Reserve.
Yeah, that's a fucking disgrace, I think.
But I mean, they're great basses, but also it's like, holy shit. And they're very cool looking too. And mentioned just fun designs, like a champagne pink kind of sparkle with a roasted maple neck. I'm like, that's very cool. Whoa, okay, $2,700. Okay, is this
also $2,700?
And then you go to the just normal color, here's surf green, $2,700. I'm like, oh wow, there's no sparkle in there at all. Okay, this is what we're doing. But it's cool to kind of go in and see. They had tons of pedals there.
So I guess they don't want to sell fucking basses. It sounds like to me.
It is.
They only want to sell 5 strings.
It is nice to see. Yeah. Now they had the 4 strings, but it's also a 4-string, $2,700.
Yeah.
But pedal wise, it's cool to see Daredevil pedals there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. They had not just the Dunlop wall that they collabed that Johnny did with them, but also just Daredevil pedals. They're there. And then also seeing some Copper Sound pedals. It's nice to see them on display. New ones for sale. I'm like, at Guitar Center.
That's pretty sweet.
This is nice. I like this. The boys. I like it when, the crew.
Yeah, when the boys are succeeding.
Mm-hmm. I like it when my crew is thriving.
Yeah, you keep your boys high and lifted.
Yeah. And so it's cool to see because I've seen, you had mentioned Copper Sound pedals at a smaller shop here in San Diego, Pitbull Audio, very cool shop. But just to see it at a Guitar Center, I'm like, a couple Copper Sound pedals. I'm like, that was fun. I didn't buy any of them, but it was just nice to see. And then that they're available and in stock. And then I did look at their used section, and did see a pretty cool pedal that I almost bought, but I'm like, I didn't really need it. It wasn't a smoking deal, but it was a good deal. It was a MXR GTOD, which is their kind of tube screamer green drive. Don't need it. Don't need it at all. I have plenty of drive pedals that I like. I didn't need another one, but it is a cool pedal. For $50. Almost got it.
You should have got it.
I was just like,
that's a smoking deal.
Yeah, I see mostly on
They're
Reverb,
75 or more.
Or the lowest one I saw was 60, but still 18 for shipping. So I'm like,
yeah.
All right, that's not a good deal. I could have gotten that. Yeah, I didn't need it. That's fine.
Stop the cast. Go get it right now.
One I would have gotten if they would have had it there. Not a deal, but brand new. I would have bought a Boss RE2. If it was there, I would have bought it. That one they did not have in stock. They had it on their little Boss rolling board for display, but you couldn't buy it. So
they had one at that Lark store, the first one I went to.
Oh, nice.
But they didn't have a price on it. I'm sure it's whatever the price is.
Mm-hmm. So it was like something I'm like, oh, I saw that, and I'm like, if they would have had it, I would have bought it. I'm telling you. So it's not even that I was like a deal hound, only looking for good deals, sniffing them out. They would have had that thing. And just because if I could have touched it and had it and taken it with me that day, I would have gotten it.
Squeezed it.
So I'm not I'm not super strong iron willed. So I'm like, I'm not buying anything. I'm saving my money.
Yeah, I'm only spending $11 on an RE2 today. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just spending over $40 on a haircut.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I think I shared it last time. But there was an RE505 or whatever the number was, rack unit at that same place I got this thing.
Yeah,
that wanted $2,000 for it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's like a Space Echo chorus.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the pricing is on those things, but I'm sure it's not outrageous.
No, they were all like $2,600.
Yeah.
Like Jesus or more
But-
on Reverb.
Yeah.
Fuck
so that's kind of my what's new, I guess. Yeah. Let's. I'm trying to think of a topic because we're kind of towards time here, but yeah, I did get some new deodorant and soap. Do you ever like switch things up and then you start to smell different and you're like kind of like don't know if you smell bad, but you're adjusting to your own new scent?
Yeah.
Or
I
you've
think
been
we
kinda
talked
like
about using like
stick
bar
to it.
soap. Bar soap does
Yeah.
that. Where I'm like, what the fuck is that? Or it just feels different on your skin too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, feels too natural.
I'm trying to go more natural stuff. I'm trying not to do like because I was Irish Spring. I love it, and then my favorite was the Old Spice with the aluminum. In it. That was my favorite. That's my favorite deodorant.
You should have known
I stopped using
that
like years ago.
You should have known that in the Irish Spring like commercials, like how fake their accents are. That's how fake that soap is, dude.
And that soap is not probably good for you at all. So I'm like, okay,
that's
try
what I'm
something
saying.
different.
Yeah.
I'm a bar soap guy. And then so I got some new, and I have it here because I would have forgotten the name of it. Schmidt's natural deodorant, charcoal and magnesium.
Oh, that sounds good for you too. Schmidt's,
I don't know.
Like shits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then just Dr.
This-
Bronner's bar soap.
Dr.
Trying
Sharp's
not to-
deodorant.
That the shit, the hemp eucalyptus, and I'm like, I'm smelling different, and then I'm like, I can't tell if I smell bad or just different, and I'm like, nobody's gonna come up to you and be like, man, you smell bad.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever gone up to somebody and say they smell bad? So that's why I'm like
family.
self-conscious at work. I'm like,
family, I do that.
Okay, you've gone up to
Especially
them.
my brothers.
Have they gone up
like,
to you?
Damn, dude.
Oh
Why
yeah.
don't you fucking take a shower like a self-respecting human being would? You fucking piece of embarrassing.
So
God damn it.
So doing more natural shit here. So it's like, natural soaps and still keep it clean here, but also I'm like trying not to use as much chemicals. I mean, whatever. I'm like sinking ship here anyways, but still like trying to ride it for a little bit. It's just like you think about it, it's like, oh, I did, like I said, stop using the aluminum like deodorant several years ago.
Antiperspirant.
Yeah, but that was my favorite. You can't, but I'm like, damn it, trying to find something different here. But so far this Schmidt stuff is all right. But it's like it's always funny. It's like, yeah. And so it's okay. This is like boring, but I'm like, that's part of what's new. It's like, I don't know, but you had mentioned, I'm like, oh, you've been the same deodorant guy for years, right?
Forever.
You never switched it up.
No,
So
the
if you
only
ever
switch I would do. I had a dry spray. I had like in middle school, so I thought it was sick to be able to like
Axe,
which I'm sure is like, propellant in there is like fucking propane or something.
Yeah, or it's like whatever the aerosols in there, right?
Yeah, and I had a body
do
spray
you
I
remember-
used too. All the same scent,
Mhm.
So I had like deodorant and then like a body spray. Like, why do I think it was 10 and whatever. Middle school I started using it, so it was like I don't know, 11 or 12.
Yeah, like 13.
Like,
something like
why do I need that?
that.
I thought I smelled good, but it probably
like,
smelled
God
too
damn,
strong.
So fucking good.
Yeah,
Well, it
because
was
everyone
like
else was doing.
kids
It was like when
in-
Axe came out.
Yeah.
Axe was like, "Oh, smell like a fucking loser," and I was like, "I don't like the way any of those smell.
You smell
Like,
good.
you
and then
smell like a
chicks will just,
monster. Like you smell like a
energy drink?
Monster energy drink." Yeah, that's what it's.
Well, it was like the commercials were like, oh, like here's this spray, and then women just like, there's a mob of them just trying to fuck you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then guys are like, yes.
Hell yeah.
It's probably the same guys who have like nudie posters are like, yeah, I'm an Axe guy.
Yeah.
This will get me laid.
Yeah. Damn.
Like, but it was like I remember in high school, it's like one guy had like in his backpack he had the Axe spray, and he would do it like every couple times a day. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Stop that.
Yeah.
Stop.
Fucking chill.
I think it was, I can't remember, chemistry teacher or biology. I don't remember. He's like, I think he had, like, one kid just sprayed it as he walked into his door. He's like, what is that? It's like, what is that? Is that a spray deodorant? It's like, can I see what that is? He's like, and he looks at it. He's like, there's so many aerosols and things that are just so bad for the environment in this. And like, you use this every day? And he just kind of was just like off the cuff of like his own riff that he was doing. It's like, stop using this. This is terrible. And also, like, you don't need to do it before you go into my classroom.
Yeah.
I like the way it smells, man. It's like, all right, it's hard to argue that, but still.
Yeah.
It's so fucking bad. Anyway.
Damn.
But I was trying to think of a topic or whatever. Remember when kids used to fart in class?
Hell yeah. I never did because I knew I was always assumed. It was always assumed it was me. You know, the fat fuck in class.
The fat dude, he's got a fart.
Yeah.
No, like,
just wait. Yeah. Give it 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll hear him.
Like, yeah.
No, I'd always hold it in class. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I never really had to fart, I guess, at school. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a buddy. It was like a friend of both of ours. He would just fart in class, and he wouldn't hide it either. He's like, oops, sorry. And everybody's like, ew, man, stop that. He's like, well, sorry, I had to. He's like, better out than in. It was like, I remember there was this one chick in school. She like, she said to my friends, like, oh man, did you just fart? And then my friend, she was like, ew, no. It's like, oh, because I did. Just went to the other side of the class. Oh, that's pretty good. Anyways, do you think we can just end it with just like a little bit of riffing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a little bit of riff in there. That was fine. I mean, this is more natural. Just like my deodorant here.
Great segue. We're not even sponsored by them. Jesus.
No, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I can't tell if I smell like shit or not. And that's like getting me. Do you ever like think like, hey, I smell like shit? Do I? Nobody's saying anything, so I must not.
Yeah, I was in. Did I say this last time? I was in a restaurant, and man, I was working on something, and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't put deodorant on. Like, I smell so bad, so I went outside, and I like, did like a check because I'm working. I work in restaurants and stuff, so I'm like, man, fucking BO smells horrible. So take a break, walk outside, and I do the sniff test. I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I don't smell bad. I put deodorant on. I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? Go back inside. Whatever they're fucking cooking in there is onions. It smelled like I hadn't taken a shower in like I was a fucking wolf man. Like I hadn't taken a shower in months. It was so strong. I'm like, shit, I took a shower, I didn't scrub my pits or something. Because I've done that before where like you're in a hurry, scrub your pits or something. Yeah. This is more like Patreon topic, but yeah. I was so worried. Well, fuck, everyone can smell me. I'm like really close to work with all these other people. I'm like, it's not me. Thank Jesus.
No, I don't think it would ever get to a point where like I would say something like a complaint or whatever to like say if like somebody's like working on an elevator, escalator, or whatever at my work, and I'm like, man, that stinks. Put that on the docket there.
Love stinks.
Or you talk to somebody and like their breath just smells like shit. You're like, oh my god, I gotta back the fuck up, dude.
What's that
but
smell?
You still do your job.
Is that an Alice Cooper song? With that smell. Yeah. God, anyways, some people. Fuck, dude. It's freaking exactly breath.
Call him Hal.
Yeah.
Halitosis. Exactly like their head. Halitosis. Anyways, this was fun. This probably just kind of was just like for you and me at the end here. But that was fun. Brought him along for the ride. Let's
we'll have a topic next time, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, we have one, but I think we're just too much. What's new? I feel like it's been.
Yeah, it was just so exciting, dude. Mm-hmm. We talked about an $11 pedal for way too long. We talked about a drunk guy who I had to narc on him, and then
a deodorant.
He was a dangerous society, so I had to.
Mm-hmm. Had to do it. Sorry,
I had to do it to him. Yeah.
All right. But let's get on out of here. Just want to say thank you for tuning into the Tone Jerks podcast. If you like what you hear, we have some social medias that you can check out. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks, posting cool shit on the reg over there. And then we have a Facebook group linked in the description below. Kyle's got some cool hair going on that you can check out on our YouTube channel. We're doing the video pods over there. Also linked in the description. God damn it.
Working on my comb over.
Yeah. Sorry. There you go. If you really
the best
like
podcast.
It's the best. Sorry.
We're the best Patreon reads here on the podcast, if I do say so.
Yeah, you got your DJT hair going.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jesus. And if you like the show, you can help support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And we are more Patreon episodes than main. That's just how it works. Because if we miss a week, we don't miss it on the Patreon. So we actually caught up to where we're actually coming up on episode 300 on the Patreon sooner than the main feed. Woo! There we go. And 300 bonus episodes over there. 300 hours of Tone Jerk.
300 bonus episodes.
Bonus. And just for the support, we wanted to give you all a huge shout out, a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, you got a list over there?
I got it right here.
That actually doesn't look too bad. Look like a emo guy from the early
Doyle.
2000s.
Give me the fucking Doyle haircut.
Yeah, when you had it to the kind of your bangs there, kind of look like the guitarist for was it Fred from Taking Back Sunday?
Should I read it? I'll just scream this whole. This is what living like this does. This is what living like this. Anyways, I don't know that's the original line.
Looking good. Let it grow out.
There's so much, dude. I have so much back here too.
It's fucking hot as hell. Ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah. But you working on that mullet, dude?
Yeah, I told Carrie over the weekend, I'm like, just I have a buzzer, I have like a wall, like a whatever. I'm like, just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of this shit. I'm like, oh, I want a fucking mullet still. Some pit vipers,
dude, and then it'll grow out.
Pit vipers, a mullet, dude, and then like I'm like honorary. They're just gonna make me a senator here. Actually, they're gonna open up a new position. We're gonna have a third senator here in Texas. Mullet man,
camo cargos.
Yeah,
with your mullet, with your pit vipers.
Yeah,
and your Crocs.
Running for Congress.
But yeah. But then you also have to have like ironic, funny, like printed like button up.
Don't mess with Texas or something on it. The original like 300.
Has a bunch of like burgers and hot dogs on it. Like, oh, summertime all the time.
And instead of come and take it,
it's like
come and suck it.
Yeah.
Has the cannon on it still though?
No, but it's a button up with a collar. You get not a T, graphic T.
Oh, I see. So it's those like Columbia or those PFG shirts or whatever. The ones, the vented ones. Yeah. I need those. The vented shirts.
Oh yeah. That's good. Anyways,
we got a list to read. God damn. All right, we got. All right, did you say "Give It to Me, Baby" already? No, I don't think you did.
I don't. Oh, that's why you haven't. You haven't started yet. That's the ripcord. Give it to me.
I have Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and the Second Button Podcast. I got Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Doug Chris from 37 Effects, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and also the Just Surprise Me Podcast. I got Joe from the Like Mind Network, the Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and also the Just Surprise Me Podcast. I got Will Lehue from Jesus, mouthful. It's a mouthful, honey. Will Leahy from the Just Surprising Podcast, Energy Weapon, Sherry Maps, and our Chainsaw Cabal is his electronic group. Also, besides Energy Weapon, we got
He's doing
Tony
doing
DeGraw from Tony DeGraw from Texas State Boggle Champs, RJ Smith from Tally Talks, Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin E. Quits from E. Quits Guitars, Co Schneider from the band Night Tides in the Nashville area, Alvaro Villamontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Mel Chipson of Chipson Guitars, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds in the San Antonio area, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, and also How to Fucking Solder on YouTube. We got Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects. We got Mike Oxbig, Hugh G-Rection, and Denny Whacked It.
Oh, yeah.
The boys. We got Zach Hale. We got Eric Merrow from YouTube and Instagram. We have Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. Now, Eric Merrow, actually, he released a new product recently. Right? He's got a extension cab extender.
Yeah, for like a combo.
So you take a combo. You have a combo amp. You can add just a really easy thing. You add it in, and you can extend your combo to run an external cab.
Yes, it's
which is pretty cool.
Sick. So yeah.
So that's something you are interested in. Check out Eric Merrow's Instagram. I'm sure you'll be directed to where you can.
Yeah, for $30. So you're able to, have your combo amp, and then you have able to use still the combo speaker, but also to an extension cab. So if your amp doesn't really have that, because I think my old AD30 did, but my AD15 does not. So
interesting. Yeah. I think my Bravo does it.
Mm-hmm. But
which is pretty sweet.
So definitely check that out for $30. I mean, looks like he's already sold a bunch of them, and he's it's kind of cool when you come up with like a solution that
for an actual problem.
Yeah.
Not
exactly.
When you see something at NAMM, you're like, that was a problem. This is like, oh yeah, I could see someone wanting to extend that.
Yeah. Like, do we really need
extend the reach of their combo?
3 types of picks on one thing. Okay.
Sweet. And 3 rivets on a pick, and it's a $20 pick, and if you lose it, it's gone forever.
No. But that's cool. So yeah, shout out Eric Merrow.
Anyways, Eric Merrow. We got Scat Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast.
Oh yeah.
We got Matthew Fenslaw, Matthew Davis, Chase Stevens, and Pete from over there.
All right.
That's the list.
A little bit longer episode, but and late episode, sorry.
Longer, stronger, bigger.
Yeah. So sorry that it's late. We're going to get our shit together and figure it out. And once we figure out the new day, we'll let you know. But we will see you next time. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye now.